Hi, my name is Chris Holton Jablonski, and it is my great joy and my deep honor to serve you as your minister. This is a brief meditation on breath by Yesenia Montilla. I have diver's lungs from holding my breath so long. I promise you, I'm not trying to break a record. Sometimes I just forget to exhale. My shoulders held tightly near my neck. I am a ball of tense living, a tumbleweed with steel-toed boots. I can't remember the last time I felt like a dandelion. I can't remember the last time I took sweetness in and my diaphragm expanded into song. They tell me breathing is everything, meaning if I breathe right, I can live to be ancient. I'll grow soft, furry tail or be telekinetic or something powerful enough to heal the world. I swear I thought the last time I'd think of death with breath was that balmy day in July when the cops became a raging fire and sucked the breath out of Garner. But yesterday, I walked 38 blocks to my father's house with a mask over my nose and mouth, the sweat dripping off my chin, only get caught in the fabric and pool up like rain, and I inhaled small parts of me, little particles of my DNA. I took into body my own self and thought I'd die from so much exposure to my bereavement. They're saying the virus takes your breath away. Not like a mother's love or like a good kiss from your lover's soft mouth, but like the police, it can kill you fast or slow. Dealer's choice. A pallbearer carrying your body without a casket. They say it's so contagious, it could be quite breathtaking. So persistent, it might as well be breathing down your neck. I was so grateful to discover this poem just a few days ago. This is what it feels like to me so often right now. Living with this virus still raging, with the vaccine coming slowly, with so many dead. This is a complex time we are facing. I think of that moment even more dramatic sometimes now, when I remove my mask after having worn it for a long time and feel the feeling of fresh, cool air filling my lungs, filling me. Such poignant pleasure, the feeling of fresh air, breathing as if for the first time, feeling again all we have lost, so many lives lost, to the virus, to the violence. I think of my deep and deepening joy at the inauguration, the vision of our leadership lighting those lanterns the night before, commemorating 400,000 lives. Just an unbelievable number. Seeing the mall lit with that light, seeing leadership take this moment seriously, take it as more than a political factor in an election year, but as a human tragedy reality that we are facing. So much joy as the power finally passed. And then the same day, hearing of the murder, the senseless murder, the racism and rage enacted in murder by truck right here in Belmont. I had passed Upland Street the day before on the way here to ring our bell 74 times to commemorate our 74 neighbors who have died from COVID this year. I passed the street blocked off by a police car and thought it strange, only to hear later that a father with kids like mine, a black man, my neighbor, kids in school, trying to make it through this crazy moment, was murdered by truck. Some of the last words he heard on this earth, racial slurs. Right here, just blocks away from us. And so, dear friends, here and now there is work to do. Part of this work is staying open and taking this all in. So much suffering right now. So much pain. So many lives lost. We put up those chairs outside as a memorial here at the church, and seeing them all, seeing 74 empty white chairs snaking across the front of the church, I thought of them all filled with our friends and neighbors, filled with Laura Miller and Kurt Fisher, filled with bodies and minds and hearts, filled with stories and jokes and memories we have lost. And those 74, just one small piece of the larger 400,000. And that's the kind of number that's so hard to even take in. And then Henry Tapia and his children and his widow. And so I breathe this all in, a deepening breath, and feel my body, my quieting mind, and I feel and see the way forward. We are already on it, which is wonderful. So much of the point of who we are as a community is holding one another in hard times, showing up for one another. And this is a hard time. The loss, the virus, this pain, this is the kind of time that we are made for. So we connect, we share worship and story, we share these midweek messages, we post pictures and music to Instagram. Do check us out on Instagram if you haven't yet. It is not scary to set up. We connect in listening circles and in coffee hour. We connect and make our love manifest and known in so many ways. And one of the ways that this love is made manifest is taking this racism and violence in and working to change it. Working to strengthen the forces of anti-racism and love in this world. This is why we have our anti-racist book group, why we have our Beyond Ferguson group, why so many people are involved in Belmont Against Racism and the Belmont Human Rights Coalition, why so many are becoming involved in the new local wonderful Belmont group, Community Organized for Solidarity. In his wonderful book, How to Be an Anti-Racist, Ibram Kendi says that our actions either further and strengthen racism or anti-racism. I commend the whole book to you. I found it so grounded and helpful and beautifully written. And this simple avoidance of labeling people as racist or anti-racist, but rather looking at our actions, looking at our choices and decisions as either strengthening one or the other. Our work here together is to breathe deep the damp, difficult air of this time, to take in the reality of this loss, the reality of this racism, the reality of our own pain and tiredness and stretchedness, to breathe in precisely this moment, and also to breathe in those moments of freshest air, those moments of sweetness and joy, so many turning out in response to Henry Tapia's murder, so many moments of connection and peace, so many moments alive with joy. I am, as ever, so grateful for each and every one of you. So grateful to be facing this unfaceable moment with you. So grateful for the powerful love at the core of all we do. So grateful for the liberating power of that love and the strength and the vision and the perseverance it makes possible. So much love to you all. Amen.